Alright guys, we're live, so welcome to Week 16 NFL Picks. We're back here with the full squad with Taylor, Glenhill, and Gage.
Of course.
Alright, so we got 2 more weeks left in the season, and Taylor's falling behind a little bit for second place. Eric is 7 games ahead of him. I'm 4 games behind Taylor, and Gage is 1 game behind me now after being, I think you've had a losing record the past 2 weeks now.
Oh yeah, it's been the worst 2 weeks I've had.
So, you know, and this week is only getting harder. There's some tough games that really could go either way, but for the most part, I think it's going to be a pretty solid week. I think we're all going to bounce back, and it's going to be close going into the Week 17. So, getting on into these games. Thursday Night Football is obviously done. That's why we're doing it today on Friday. And we got 2 games tomorrow. So we're starting first. We got Washington going on the road against Tennessee. Tennessee is 5-1 at home this year, but they're terrible on the road. But they go back home. You got Derrick Henry rolling, and now they are playing a pretty much banged up Washington team for the most part. And so who do you got, Gage?
Oh, easy. I got the Titans winning this game. Who's their quarterback, the Redskins? Anyone want to name him?
Josh Johnson.
Yeah, so no, he's not going to do good against this Tennessee Titans defense. And I feel like Titans will just run the ball for the most part. Derrick Henry will probably have like 2 touchdowns in this game. And I got this game easily being kind of a blow. I got 21-7. Yeah, Tennessee Titans.
And Tennessee did shut out the Giants last week, so that's that. All right, who do you got, Glenhill?
Yeah, so I'm going to take the Titans as well. Derrick Henry has obviously had put some huge numbers over the last couple of games. But really, I think the most important thing he's done for this team is helping the Titans offense really control the time of possession. They held the Giants, who had averaged over 30 points a game for 5 straight games, scoreless because of this. It was actually their first shutout in 18 years.
Wow.
And the success of the run game has also taken a lot of pressure off of a depleted pass attack. And it also really helps them win the turnover battle. So, of course, the Titans are back at home. They're on a roll right now. Yeah, they're going to win 20-6. They score early and maintain the lead throughout the game.
I got a similar score. I got Tennessee Titans 24-6. You know, like I said, Washington's pretty much banged up for the most part. They got Josh Johnson in there. And, you know, Alex Smith actually just got released by the hospital, so that's good news for them. Yeah. I don't know if he'll ever play again, but, you know, they might have to draft a quarterback at this point. But, you know, I think AP's going to get some good runs in this game, and I think overall they're not I think he's going to put them in field goal range, but they're not going to score any touchdowns. I got 24-6, Titans easy. Derrick Henry's going to have a big game.
I also got Tennessee and Derrick Henry. I got 24-10. I think it's going to be like kind of a close game, but not really. They're going to pull away eventually.
All right. So you think it's going to be late they're going to pull away?
Yep, 24-10.
All right. Next game, we got another Saturday night game. Baltimore at LA Chargers. This is a big game for Baltimore and a big game for LA because, you know, there's just a lot of big games going on in the AFC this week because if the Chargers beat the Ravens and the Chiefs lose to the Seahawks, they've moved to first seed, and they've been the wild card team for most of the year. Yeah. So that's going to be really big. I mean, dang, Chiefs falling from first seed to 5th seed, just like that, just because of how the division works. So this is a big game for LA, and that's exactly why I'm picking them. I do realize that this is a trap game for the Chargers, and I understand why a lot of people are picking the Baltimore Ravens. However, the Ravens have only won 2 games this year with a team with a winning record. And you got to put that into perspective. They're going up against a red-hot Chargers team who just came off of a 14-point deficit versus the Kansas City Chiefs in Arrowhead. No one beats them in Arrowhead. Like, that rarely happens. Their 2 losses were on the road. They were in New England, and they were in LA. So, I think the Chargers are going to go back home.
Lost because they lost to Denver also.
No, I'm talking about Kansas City.
Oh, Kansas City. I thought you meant
Yeah, Kansas City. And, yeah, so that was a big win for them. And I do realize there was a little bit of controversy with the Mike Williams catch, but they let him come back. That's the big thing. And Phillip Rivers is playing like an MVP candidate right now, and the Chargers are dangerous, and he's doing this all without Melvin Gordon too. So, you know, if he's able, I don't know if he's playing this week, but I do feel like that they're going to be able to get going. I'm pretty sure Austin Eckler's coming back, and I have the Chargers getting a big win against Baltimore. I think it's going to be close, but I got it 27-20, touchdown. All right, who you got, Taylor?
I got the Chargers at 31-14. I think it's going to be a little bit of a blowout with the Chargers playing as well as they are right now, and a young Lamar Jackson, I think he's still going to put up some points, but I don't think he's quite there yet to beat the Chargers right now with Phillip Rivers as hot as he is.
All right. Who do you got, Gledhill?
Yeah, the Chargers are without a doubt for real now. There really is. There's no doubt about that. They broke a 9-game losing streak last Thursday against the Chiefs without Keenan Allen, Austin Eckler, and Melvin Gordon. That's phenomenal. And they were on the road, too. Their 3 best wins this year are on the road. Seahawks, Steelers, and Chiefs. All huge road wins for them this year. I think they're one of the deepest teams in the NFL, and they can handle anyone right now. But now, after that huge win on the road, everyone's watching them now, and we'll really see how they respond here. In a huge game, obviously, right now they have the same record as the Chiefs, and the Chiefs do hold the tiebreaker, so they could very easily end up as the 5th seed in the AFC. But I'm going to take the Chargers here. I think their defense will force Lamar Jackson to throw the ball, and that could be really problematic for the Ravens' offense. And also, of course, Melvin Gordon will return in this game. So I'm going to take the Chargers in this one, 20-13.
All right, Gage. Who do you got?
Whew, okay. All right, I guess we gotta make a bold prediction. I got the Baltimore Ravens win this game, 22-19 by a field goal. So, I feel like this is a huge trap game for the Chargers. It should be obvious the Chargers should win this game, but I feel like the Ravens defense will shut down Melvin Gordon because he is coming back from an injury. Keenan Allen has a hip jointure, so he's not playing so well in his production. So I feel like the Ravens are going to keep him on their toes because Lamar Jackson, the run game. And I feel like they're going to score, a pretty good amount of points. I got an upset happening, 22-19. Justin Tucker, the best kicker in the NFL, I still think, will kick probably like a 40-yard game-winning field goal.
All right. So everyone picked Chargers but you.
Yes.
All right, nice. Next game, we got the Houston Texans playing the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles just came off of a huge win versus the LA Rams, and the LA Rams have lost 2 games. So first of all, let's just talk about how whack last week was. So the Cowboys got shut out by the Colts. The Patriots lost to the Steelers in Pittsburgh. What's it called? The Eagles beat LA Rams with Nick Foles creating a lot of controversy, thinking that if he somehow gets them back to the Super Bowl, then where's Carson Wentz going to be playing next year? Because it might not be Philadelphia, that's for sure. So this is honestly a big trap game for the Houston Texans because the Texans, they haven't been playing too good on the road. And I was watching the pregame show with the NFL Network, and they were saying that the Texans haven't beaten enough really good teams. Like they've been beating bad teams really close. So they think in the playoffs are going to get exposed. Eagles of course have to win out and hope Minnesota loses 1 out of the next 2 games to get in the playoffs. And then Cowboys just have to beat the Buccaneers to clinch. So the Eagles are still alive, believe it or not. And this is a big game. This could possibly be a loss for the Houston Texans. But who do you got, Taylor?
I got the Eagles and Nick Foles.
What?
Not even gonna lie. I got Nick Foles coming back for a 2nd game in a row. I don't think it was a fluke last week. I think Nick Foles is a good quarterback. I think he deserves his place in the league. I'm going to give it 21-17. I think it's going to be really close, but...
We should give you a call once we clinch it.
No, I still think we're going to clinch, but this week I got the Eagles beating the Texans.
Gledhill, who do you got, man?
Yeah, this will definitely be one of the more intriguing games of the week. If the Eagles win out and the Vikings lose one of their final 2 games, the Eagles will make the playoffs. And, of course, the Vikings do play the Bears next week. So I actually think that the Eagles will pass up the Vikings for that 6th spot. The Texans have struggled against tight ends this year, so I really think that Zach Ertz will have a huge game for the Eagles. And, of course, they're hungry once again. We saw that against the Rams. The Eagles are back, man. They're going to win 23-22.
Okay, I wouldn't say that they're back,
That's awesome.
but they still have a chance, believe it or not. So you got to give them props for beating the Rams. Gage, I'm guessing you have the Texans?
Yes, I have the Texans winning this game. Even though Nick Foles, right on this little train for right now, have one really good game. I feel like they have fine tape on them, and I feel like the Texans, the Eagles secondary are decimated. So I got DeAndre Hopkins having a big day, and Deshaun Watson escaping the pocket, of course, doing his thing. So I got this kind of, not a blowout, but I'd say a pretty dominating game. I got 24-14.
This is all right. I'm just gonna say it right now that this is the hardest game for me to pick this week because I was thinking about both of these teams. I was thinking, okay, well, I think the Eagles can actually pull this out. But then I was thinking, how did they do so good against the LA Rams? Well, first of all, the LA Rams are on a downfall. Everyone's starting to figure them out. So maybe that win. I'm not saying it's a fluke, but I'm saying that the Rams are just kind of like going down. Jared Goff has not been playing good. He has I think he's had like 16 turnovers this whole year, 3 fumbles, 13 interceptions. That's not good. Yeah. And people are starting to figure them out. And last week, what the Eagles did really good was that they double-teamed Aaron Donald. But now what are they going to do this week? They have J.J. Watt and Jadeveon Clowney. So they can't focus on one guy. They got to focus on multiple people on that defensive side. But then also the Texans have one of the worst offensive lines in the league. Deshaun Watson's the most sacked quarterback this year. So I think this is going to be a defensive game. However, I am going to pick the Houston Texans because of DeAndre Hopkins. I don't think that Phillies secondary can stop DeAndre Hopkins, and I feel like that, it's in Philly, so I wouldn't be surprised if the Texans pull it out. But, however, I'm going to take the Texans. I just think I can't doubt them right now. And they only lost to the Colts. They've won 9 straight before that, and I just can't. I know they got a really close win over the Jets. They almost lost in New York, and being on the road in Philly, it's going to be tough, but I think they're going to win. I think it's going to be a really close. I think it's going to be low scoring. I honestly do. I think low scoring as in not like really low scoring, but pretty low scoring. 23-20. I got the Houston Texans field goal. So, that one, I really think Philly could pull it out, but oh man, I'm going to take Houston. I think it's a safe pick, but you never know with Nick Foles, and hey, Philly could possibly sneak in, but it is going to come down. Even if Philly somehow wins this game, what if Minnesota beats Chicago week 17 because they rest their starters? What if Chicago rests their starters that week? Because they already clinched.
Yeah.
It's Philly could get screwed over. They could win this game, and then obviously going to beat the Redskins. But what if week 17 the Bears rest their starters and Minnesota beats them? You never know. So it's going to be interesting. We can worry about that next week. However, like I said, I got the Texans. So everyone's got Eagles but me and Gage. So we split that one?
Yep.
All right, sweet. Next game, we got the Green Bay Packers going on the road against the New York Jets. Both these teams are eliminated from playoff contention at this point. Gage, you can start this one.
All right, so I got the Packers winning this game. I know the Packers are only one of the 2 teams without a road win this season, but I feel like Aaron Rodgers is better than Sam Darnold, of course. He's definitely just way better. And so it just comes down to who has the better quarterback and who can score more points. And I got the Packers winning this game. So I got probably like 21-10 probably.
All right, Taylor.
It's kind of hard. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with Green Bay again, though. I go with them almost every week. Comebacks to haunt me every week. But I'm going to pick them again just because Aaron Rodgers against Sam Darnold, like he said. I'm going to go low scoring 17-13.
I disagree. I have the New York Jets winning this game. Green Bay, they put up a fight against Chicago, but at the same time, that's a division game, and Green Bay always beats Chicago. So Aaron Rodgers always beats Chicago. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's won like 8 in a row before that or something like that, or just won like 8 games against them.
Chicago.
I don't know. He owns Chicago. Now they're going on the road again to play the New York Jets, and I think they're going to get beat. The Packers are already eliminated, so yeah, they don't care anymore. And the Jets are eliminated too. They don't care anymore. I just feel like I'll just pick New York because they're at home. Why not? You know what? I'm going to say 21-17. I got New York Jets. Glenn Hill, who you got?
Yeah, so it's pretty clear now that the Packers have a lack of talent in key parts of their roster. A common theme amongst many of these the playoff contenders this year is they all have most of them have a quarterback on a rookie contract bolstered by lots of surrounding talent. Obviously, we see that with the Chiefs, Rams, Bears, and Texans. The Packers are really, of course, they're paying Aaron Rodgers a fortune, and they, of course, they're lacking talent elsewhere. They really struggled on defense, particularly at the safety and linebacker positions. And of course, the Jets are coming off another loss, but Sam Darnold showed a lot of promise. He was lined up in the empty shotgun numerous times on Saturday evening, even with Jadeveon Clowney and J.J. Watt on the opposing side. I expect the Jets to give Darnold the keys to the offense, and I expect receiver Chris Herndon to have a really big day. So I'm actually going to take the Jets in this one at home. Close one, but it's going to be 24-21.
All right, splitting that game too. All right, next game we have the Buffalo Bills at New England Patriots. Patriots coming off back-to-back losses in December for the first time since 2001. So that was a big stat line right there. We were thinking, oh, they had that miracle loss to the Miami Dolphins, and then they're going to bounce back against Pittsburgh, but then they lost again. So this New England team at this point, they're not going to get home field advantage for the playoffs. So and this is a division game. I think this game is actually going to be pretty close. I believe it or not, I think it's going to be pretty close, but I do have the New England Patriots. There's no way they're going to lose 3 games in a row. They better not. They better not lose 3 games in a row. I just think the Patriots are going to do enough to win. It's in Foxborough. They don't really lose in Foxborough anyways. So, yeah, I got the Patriots. I'm going to say 24-20. I think it's going to actually be a pretty close game. All right. Who do you got, Gage?
I have to agree with you, Eric. I got the Patriots winning. They're not going to lose 3 times in a row, and it doesn't really matter the score. It's still same predictions. So I got 30-3. I don't really care. It can be a blowout all I care.
All right. Glenhill, who do you have?
Yeah, the Patriots are not going to lose at home to the Bills, especially with what's on the line here for them. They're still fighting for that first-round bye, and if they win out, they have the Bills this week. They have the Jets next week, so they can still clinch that. So yeah, the Patriots are going to get it done. It's going to be 20-10.
Taylor?
I got Patriots 31-13. I don't see the Bills doing anything. I know they've made some noise lately, but not against the Patriots.
All right. Next game, we have the Minnesota Vikings at Detroit Lions. Minnesota has to win this game pretty much to stay in the playoff race. So, Gage, who do you have?
I have the Vikings win this game. I think Dalvin Cook really good last game against who are they facing? Dolphins. I think he looked really good. So I think he'll put up a pretty solid performance against this Lions team. Matthew Stafford has no receivers and no offensive weapon to help him. So the Vikings defense is pretty solid. I don't think top 10 or maybe in the middle of the pack. But I got the Vikings win this game. I know it's at Detroit, but I want to say the score is going to be 28-14.
All right. Taylor, who you got?
I got Detroit.
Ooh.
In the upset, I got them. Matthew Stafford, like you said, has no receivers, but still one of the greatest quarterbacks in our league, in my opinion.
Oh, gosh.
So I got them winning 27-13.
Taylor, are you secretly an Eagles fan? It seems like you want them to get in the playoffs now. I mean, all right. Glenhill, who you got, man?
So last week we finally saw some big things from the Vikings offense. They scored the same amount of points last week, 41, as they did in their previous 3 weeks combined. So obviously a change needed to be made, their offensive coordinator spot, and I think the Vikings have some new life right now. I think we'll see a balanced attack from Kirk Cousins and Dalvin Cook, and the defense is also looking better. So Vikings win this one 30-14.
I have the Minnesota Vikings 27-20. It's a tough game just because it's a division game, and you never know what you're going to see from the Vikings on offensively. Like I said, they were supposed to be one of the best teams this year going in, and their offense was supposed to be Kirk Cousins was that guy, and they were going to be they're going to be the best offense, with Stephon Diggs and Adam Thielen, and then they're kind of just slowing down a little bit. So, but they did look good last week. They looked good against the Dolphins game, which a game that I thought it was gonna be really close, but ended up blowing them out. And Dalvin Cook finally got involved. Dalvin Cook is finally healthy, and he's finally not banged up, and he might do something again. So, I feel like he's gonna have another big game, and I feel like this Detroit Lions team is pretty much done. They are done, but I think it's gonna be close. I think they'll win by a touchdown, 27-20. So yeah, I got Minnesota too. All right, next game. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at Dallas Cowboys. Gage, you can start this one.
Oh, I can? Okay, the Dallas Cowboys is winning this game. There's no way they're not going to win this game. It's going to be a low-scoring game because this offense is trash. We're trashing the red zone. Fire Jason Garrett. Fire him. But, yeah, I got us winning 17-10. It's going to be, I want to say 2-touchdown game by Ezekiel Elliott. I think he'll have a big day against this Tampa Bay team. We're going to control the clock, of course. And I think we'll do barely just enough to win. Going to be very angry, going back and forth, 3 and out, and then one good drive, and then field goal probably. But I got Dallas Cowboys winning 17-10.
Glen Hill?
Yeah, the Cowboys were shut out last week for the first time since Quincy Carter was their quarterback in 2003.
2003.
Yeah, 2003. They need to respond in a huge way against Tampa Bay, and I believe this game will really serve as a much-needed confidence booster for Dak Prescott and that offense. And also, the Buccaneers have the worst red zone defense in the league. So I don't think this offense will miss as many opportunities in the red zone this week. I think Dak will make some plays with his legs also. I think the Cowboys win this one 34-19. There's no way they lose this one at home. Yep.
All right, Taylor?
Us being the Cowboys, have us winning 27-13. I think, yeah, there's not much to say about that.
All right. So, Cowboys got smacked in the mouth last week, definitely. But they didn't get knocked out. They're still in it. I feel like that game was kind of a wake-up call, knowing that, hey, none of these games on the road. Yeah, we got hot for a little bit, but none of these games going down, especially in the playoffs, are going to be easy. And I've said it before, we're not going to win crap until we get a new coaching staff. However, I would still like to win a playoff game this year if we can. Jeez. And yeah, I just think the Colts are really hot, and we got smacked in the mouth. But you know what? I think we're going to bounce back. This is a statement win. If the Cowboys don't win this game, then we don't deserve to do anything. Like, we don't deserve to do anything. We better win this game. And I'm 3-11 now in Cowboys picks. The curse still lives on with me, not picking division games. All the games I've gotten right have been division games. So, yeah, I need to break this freaking curse already. And I'm gonna say that we get a big win. We make a statement, and we just totally let's just clinch, man. Let's just get this over with. Not have to worry about week 17 against the Giants. Clinch this week. Enough of the bullshit. 28-17 Cowboys. All right, next game we have the Cincinnati Bengals going on the road against Cleveland, still alive in the playoff hunt. So that just answers you right there. I'll go ahead and pick this game. I got the Cleveland Browns winning this game. Came off a big win against Denver. I was not expecting that. And yeah, and it was a tough game on the road. That's a hard place to win in Mile High. And they broke that win streak. Denver had like a big win streak over Cleveland since like 1990 or 1991 or something like that, and they broke that. So that was a must-win game for Cleveland. If they would have been eliminated, if they would have lost, they would have been eliminated from playoff contention. So they pretty much have to win out and hope everything works in their favor. And surprisingly, Denver's still alive. However, I don't think they're going to make it, especially after back-to-back losses to the 49ers and the Cleveland Browns. So Cleveland's still fighting, and Cincinnati, obviously, they shut it down a long time ago, especially when Andy Dalton got hurt, AJ Green got hurt, and is Joe Mixon still playing?
He's playing still, but
he's the only guy on their team
he's the
right
only
now. So yeah, I got Cleveland winning. I'm gonna say they get a pretty big win. I'm gonna say 30 to 14. I think it's gonna be a big win.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm liking what Cleveland's doing right now. They're doing good. All right, who do you got, Taylor?
Usually I would pick the Bengals if they had Andy Dalton. Again, one of the QBs I believe in. But I'm going to go with the Browns. They're looking decent right now. I wouldn't say good, but at least decent for the Browns. And I'm going to have them winning 24-10 with a banked-up Bengals team.
Shoot, winning what? 7 games? They've won 7 games so far with Browns?
Yeah, no, they won 6 games.
6 games, dude. That's like the Super Bowl for them right now.
Oh my god.
So yeah. All right. Who do you got, Glen Hill?
Yeah, the Browns are winners of 4 of their last 5, playing their best stretch of football in a very long time. Their second win on this 4-win stretch was a 35-20 win on the road over the Bengals. Baker Mayfield had a huge day against the worst defense in the league. And although the Bengals have played better on defense the last couple of weeks, I see the Browns taking this one and possibly putting them in position to end the year with a winning record. Maybe 7-1 with a win here. I think the Browns will have a balanced attack on offense, and Nick Chubb will have a solid day. And for the Bengals, AJ Green and Tyler Boyd. When AJ Green's out for sure, Tyler Boyd will likely be out. Not good for them. Browns are going to win this one, 28-17.
Yeah, I have to agree, man. I got the Browns winning this game. They're looking to sweep Bengals for the first time since 2002, and I think they'll get it done. You pretty much said it all. Pretty much, I got 27-17, same score.
All right. Next game, we have the Atlanta Falcons going on the road to play the Carolina Panthers. Carolina has now lost 6 straight, and Cam Newton, they called it done for him for the season. And since you love Cam Newton and the Panthers so much, he's finally out. Are they going to win now that he's out?
Who's their quarterback?
Taylor Hinkie. Okay, so this guy is from Old Dominion.
Wow.
He's from Old Dominion. He got a scholarship. He was telling a story in the press conference. I was watching it yesterday. He said that his dad sent he did summer camps every year going into his senior year, and his dad sent he made a highlight video for him, and he sent it to 220 something colleges, and Old Dominion finally gave him a scholarship. So he ended up going there, played there all years, got undrafted in 2015, and then he played for Minnesota preseason, then got cut, then played for New England for 3 weeks, got cut, and then he played for some other team. I don't remember what it was. And then obviously he's on the Panthers, and now that Cam Newton is he said he's been doing reps since week 6, week 7. So he's had some time to prepare, and now he gets his first career start after Cam Newton's been out. So who do you got?
Well, sounds like he's better than Cam Newton. So I'm going to take the Panthers.
Oh,
Wow.
With the new quarterback, which they needed a lot, and Christian McCaffrey doing work this season. I'm going to take them. I think it's going to be pretty high scoring, 31-27.
all right. Glenn Hill.
Yeah, obviously they just pulled the plug on Cam Newton. He didn't look right last Monday night.
He hasn't looked right for 6 weeks.
For his whole career.
But yeah, they obviously couldn't get anything done on offense, and they really don't deserve a spot in the playoffs. And the Falcons played their what's that?
Facts. Playoffs.
Yeah. Falcons just played their best game of the season against the Cardinals. Obviously, Tevin Coleman's coming off a huge game. And this offensive line showed a little bit of improvement. They only surrendered 3 quarterback hits. Really, the X factor in this game is going to be the Panthers' defense. Will they show the same fight that we saw against the Saints, or are they going to give up? I think this game's going to be close and low scoring, but because of the defense and home field advantage, I'm actually going to take the Panthers in this one, 17-16.
Ooh, okay.
I think the defense is still going to fight with them having slim playoff chances.
Gage, who do you got?
I got the Falcons win this game, 19-16. Pretty much everything he said pretty much covered it. But, yeah, I just trust Matt Ryan more than I trust this other quarterback you've been talking about. So that's the reason why I have it. It's a division game. It'll be close. So, yeah, 19-16 by field goal.
I'm pulling for the Panthers in this game just because of Taylor Hinkie's story. He said that his dad died, so he's doing it for his dad. I hope he goes in there and wins then. But, however, it's first start, playing Atlanta, and, both these teams are just bad. And I don't know. Bold prediction, he goes in there, he kills it, throws 3 touchdowns, and Cam Newton's job is done. But, however, I don't see it happening. I hope it happens, but I don't see it happening. I got the Atlanta Falcons 24-10. I just feel like too many weapons on Atlanta offensively that are just I think the Panthers' offense is just not going to be able to move the ball, and I just feel like their defense is going to be out there the whole time. I think it's going to be close at first, but I think the Falcons will end up pulling away. So I got Falcons 24-10.
We'll see.
All right, next game. We got the Jacksonville Jaguars going on the road to play the Miami Dolphins. Glenn, who do you got?
Yeah, the Jaguars have obviously been one of the league's most disappointing teams this season. They just lost to Josh Johnson and a very old Adrian Peterson. I think they're going to drop their 11th game of the year against a Dolphins team that I think will rebound from an ugly loss to the Vikings. This is actually my not going to watch game of the week.
Yeah.
But I'm going to take the Dolphins in this one, 26-17.
Yeah, I have the Miami Dolphins 20-7. Jacksonville's terrible. I thought they were going to beat the Redskins. It looked like they were going to at first, and they ended up just not doing anything. So, Miami's a solid team at best, average team at best, I guess you could say. This game's going to get ugly, 20-7. I got Miami. Not really much more to say. Yeah, what do you got?
Yeah, I got Miami. I want to take Jacksonville, but I got Miami. I'll say 21-17. I think it'll be pretty close, but the lack of talent on Jacksonville is going to come through at the end.
All right.
I agree with y'all. Nothing to say. I got Dolphins winning 17-10. I got low scoring.
All right, boring game.
Boring game.
All right, next game, we have the New York Giants at Indianapolis Colts. Colts are hot right now, man. They are hot. I should have picked them to beat the Texans. I'm still mad about that. I was going to pick them for the Texans' 9-game winning streak to lose to the to lose to the Indianapolis Colts. And you know what? That Jacksonville loss where they got shut out, it changed my mind. I should have just stuck with my gut. Like, it was a bad week. It was a bad week, and it really was, because they just beat the Texans and they shut us out. So, yeah, I'm sorry. You can pick, Gage. Go ahead.
Oh, I can pick? Oh, I got the Colts blowing this team out 45-10 because, no, I got Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck is playing like, he should be an MVP candidate. He's playing like an MVP candidate. But Colts have won 7 of the last 8 games. Like, I don't know, like, Andrew Luck has not been taking that many sacks. His offensive line has improved a lot. T.Y. Hilton's going to go off on this team. Eli Manning is going to turn the ball over. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I just got the Colts winning this game. 45-10. Not much to say here. And Odell Beckham Jr. is not playing in this game, so it's a loss for Eli.
Taylor.
38-7. The Colts. Not even close.
Glenhill.
Yeah, the Colts are just too focused right now to drop a home game to the Giants, one of the hottest teams in the league. I think Marlon Mack's can get the ball early, and Andrew Luck's going to make a few big throws down the stretch. Colts win 31-10.
Guess what? Y'all giving them some props here, man. They're getting shut out again. You think you get shut out by the Titans or you get shut out by the Colts?
Oh my.
This is ugly, man. 31-0. No points. No Odell. No offense. No. Okay, you know what? Saquon's playing 31-3.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
There we go.
Good. We all agree.
Next game, Chicago Bears at San Francisco 49ers. This is actually a really tough game. And I kind of want to know what y'all want to think, or what y'all want to say about this game. So, who do you got, Glenhill?
Shoot, yeah, this is one of the tougher ones for me. See, Mitchell Trubisky followed a really ugly performance against the Rams with a really solid, efficient day against the Packers last weekend. He went 20 for 28, 235 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. But he has had only one throw longer than 20 yards these last 2 weeks. So I really think the Bears should add a couple of deep balls in there just so they don't become too predictable. I think the 49ers have one of the more underrated front sevens in the league. I think it's going to be a defensive game. But I'm going to take the Bears on the road here, 17-13.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be a close game, but I can't pick against Chicago right now. I know they play kind of sus on the road, and I know Nick Mullins just came off of really tough, big wins, especially over the Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks, which I was not expecting that. But like I said, last week was whack. I think the Bears are just too hot right now, and I know Nick Mullins is showing promise as a backup quarterback, and George Kittle's killing it. I think it's going to be close, but I have the Chicago Bears, same score, 17-13. So, yeah, who do you have, Taylor?
I don't think it's going to be close at all. I got the Bears 31-10. I don't see the 49ers doing anything, so, yeah.
All right.
Okay, is it my turn?
Yeah.
I got the 49ers win this game. I got 20-17. Gotta take a prediction, but 49ers are 7-1 December games in the Shanahan era since 2017. It's at home. I call this another trap game. It's going to be really close. I think Mitchell Trubisky is not looking so well, and I got this Nick Mullins putting on a decent performance with George Kittle, that 1-2 combo. So, yeah, 2017. That's what I got.
All right.
All right. Next game, we have the LA Rams at Arizona Cardinals. Who you got, T-Mac?
I got the Rams. Not a big fan of the Cardinals, if I'm being honest. I know the Rams have struggled lately, but I see Jared Goff bouncing back. I'm going to say 24-10.
Gage?
Yeah, I got the Rams winning this game. Just a better overall team. Same score, 24-10.
Glenn Hill?
Yeah, obviously the Rams have really struggled. I think a big reason for that is the loss of Cooper Kupp, both in the receiving game, and he has been a really solid blocker for them. But yeah, the Rams are not going to lose this game on the road. 33-16.
I think the Rams are starting to turn into a one-dimensional team on offense because of the loss of Cooper Kupp. Like you were saying, they're not. They do, like I said, Jared Goff does a really good job at mixing in the receivers and the tight ends too. But I just feel like that them turning over the ball, not getting anything going on offense, it forces them to run the ball with Todd Gurley or do something with Todd Gurley. And it's kind of like the Cowboys with Ezekiel Elliott. Like if they can't get Amari Cooper involved or the receivers involved, they have to give the ball to Zeke. And then at that point, everyone knows what you're doing. So I feel like the Rams are getting figured out. I think they're going to get exposed in the playoffs. Sorry, Rams fans. But yeah, this should be an easy win. Coming off of 2 losses, I think they're going to get a big win against Arizona. Last time they played Arizona, I said they were going to shut them out, and they did. This time they won't shut them out, I think, but they'll get a pretty decisive win. They'll start looking like themselves again on the road, 28-10, Rams. Everyone picked?
Yep.
All right. Next game, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers at New Orleans Saints. Could be the game of the week, maybe not. Could be a blowout. Who do you got, Gage?
I was thinking about it. I thought about going with the Steelers, but I'm going to pick the Saints since it's at home. They clinch a home field advantage with this with this win. I'm sorry. But I think it'll be a high-scoring game. I got like 35-32. I think it'll be really close. It's going to be it's just going to be a really good game. I just got Drew Brees over Ben Roethlisberger. He's just more accurate than Big Ben. So, yeah, it just comes down to that. So, close game.
Taylor?
It's going to be a blowout. I got Saints 41-21.
Wow.
Drew Brees, that offense. I know it didn't look great last week or the week before that, but
They're going to pick it up.
yeah, they're picking it up, getting ready for playoffs. So, yeah, 41-21 Saints.
This is the last game that matters for Drew Brees before they can rest and kind of shut it down for the playoffs going into that number 1 seed. And they're going to go in there and they're going to blow out the Pittsburgh Steelers. Well, not blow them out. I think they'll win by 10, though. 34-24. I don't know if you want to call that a blowout. I don't know. I just feel like, Pittsburgh, before they got that really, they barely beat New England. I realize that. New England, they're good, but they're not great. But you never can count out Tom Brady, like I said. But before that, they lost 3 straight, and they lost to the Oakland Raiders, and they lost to the Denver Broncos, and who else did they lose to?
I can't remember right now. Where's the other team?
They lost to another team. I can't remember who it was. It was a game that I think they should have won. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Anyways, Pittsburgh's kind of been up and down this year. I think they're in the same position as the Rams. They're going to get exposed in the playoffs. Another team. And New Orleans is getting ready to make a run for the Super Bowl. So, and they want that first seed. So I got New Orleans 34-24. Not really much more to say. All right. Go ahead, Hill.
Yeah, obviously, major implications here. You have the Saints who are trying to be the 1 seed in the NFC, and the Steelers who are obviously trying to stave off the the Ravens in the AFC North. I like a high-scoring game here, but I think the Saints are going to pick off Big Ben late in this game as the Steelers charge down the field to try and tie it. Saints win 38-31.
All right, so we all got Saints. Next game. This could be the possible game of the week right here. Sunday Night Football, Kansas City Chiefs at Seattle Seahawks. Major playoff implications, especially for the Chiefs. Obviously, I think if Seattle loses, they'll probably still be 5th seed. It's looking like we're gonna play Seattle if we clinch and they stay at 5th seed. But yeah, big game, tough, hard game. Kansas City just came off of a tough loss to the Chargers. Oh man, this is a tough game, man. Oh, who wants to pick this game first? You want to start, Gage?
I guess I'll start. I think I know who I'm going to pick. I got the Chiefs winning this game, 24-17. I don't think it'll be that scoring game. I know people are going to say it's a game of the week, but I don't know. I think I'll be surprised with just a solid game. I got the Chiefs dominating the whole game. I got getting a huge lead in the beginning of the first half, and in the second half they don't really do anything. And I think Russell Wilson will, dink and dunk. But Chiefs defense has allowed 24-plus points in 19 straight games, so it does not look good. But I feel like Chiefs just have a lot of offensive weapons with Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, Patrick Mahomes is probably going to win MVP. But it just depends how Drew Brees does against the Steelers this week. But I have the Chiefs winning this game.
Who do you got
next?
Yeah, I got the Seahawks. Psych! Patrick Mahomes, the Chiefs.
Yep.
It's going to be, I think it'll be pretty close, 31-24. But I think they'll just outlast the Seahawks. It's in Seattle, right?
Yeah, it's in Seattle. Tough place to win. But yeah, we'll see.
But I still got Chiefs.
All right. Glen Hill.
Yeah, obviously both these teams are coming off of some disappointing losses this past week. I really am excited to see this Travis Kelce versus Bobby Wagner matchup. Should be interesting. Let's see. So the Seahawks loss to the Chargers on November 4th was Russell Wilson's first home loss against an AFC opponent ever. And I think this is going to be a second. I expect the Seahawks to establish the run game early with Chris Carson. This is where they have the leg up on the they have their leg up on the Chiefs right now. But I'm still going to take the Chiefs on the road here. Could go either way, but yeah, Chiefs win 30-27 on a late field goal.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a close game. However, I got the Chiefs pulling it out, 27-24. It's really hard to beat them there, but I think the Chiefs, coming off of that tough loss to the Chargers, are gonna bounce back and they're gonna get a big win on the road. Oh man, this is a hard game to pick. But I got Chiefs. Yeah, I got Chiefs. All right, and that means they'll probably secure that number 1 seed if they win this game too.
Yep.
So yeah. 27-24. All right, next game. I don't know why the heck this is a Monday Night Football game. We got the Denver Broncos at Oakland Raiders. Taylor, who do you got?
I cannot wait to not watch this game.
Yep.
But I'm going to take the Broncos 3-0.
3-0.
It's going to be fun to watch.
Oh, yeah.
Waste my Monday night. Yep.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
I got the Raiders winning. I actually got the Raiders. Chris Harris is now on IR. They're decimated on defense now. Case Keenum is looking terrible. I think Derek Carr will, I don't know. I think the Raiders might pull something in this one. I got this 13-10.
I've never picked the Raiders this year, and I'm still not picking them.
Really?
Nope. Heck no. I'm never picking the Raiders. I told y'all, I hate John Gruden. Well, I actually kind of like, I'm 50-50 with John Gruden because he gave us Amari Cooper. Thank you. But I still hate you. And yeah, I literally said it this year. I'm never picking them to win a game. I don't care if they've gotten a couple upsets with the upset of the Steelers and they beat the, who else did they beat? They beat the Browns where they should have lost that game. And they beat someone else. I don't care. It was like a garbage team anyways. Oh, they beat the Cardinals. Yeah. So like, oh, yeah. I didn't pick them on any of those 3 games and I'm still not picking them even if they win. Denver I think they won by like 8 or 9 their first meeting around in Denver. I think it'll be some pretty closer, but like Taylor said, I cannot wait to not watch this game. So 13-10, Denver. All right, Glen Hill.
Yeah, it's gonna be the Raiders' final home game in Oakland, so I think it could be a really emotional one. I think the Raiders are gonna come out with a huge win here, and obviously their last home game. Yeah, Raiders win 16-13.
I swear if the Raiders win this game.
Yeah.
All right, so that does it. Some big games this week that could really go either way. We were kind of a lot different this week. like a lot different. We picked a lot of different games. With Houston and Philly, LA and Baltimore, Green Bay, New York, Minnesota, Detroit, Atlanta, Carolina, Chicago, San Fran. I mean, Kansas City. Well, we all picked Kansas City, and then Denver and Oakland. So these games could be crucial going into Week 17, but we'll see how they go. Appreciate you guys for watching. We'll see y'all next week.
Drew Brees for MVP.